What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix, and I've actually been wanting to make this video for quite some time because depending on where you live, it's kind of hard to meet people with the same interests. So, yeah, I went out of my way to search for the top cities in America for anime fans. And you know what? Maybe in the future I'll make one of an even bigger list. Maybe I'll make one of the top 10 cities, top 15 cities for anime fans. But for now, I'm keeping it short until further research. Let's go ahead and get started. First on the list, it is Atlanta, right? Atlanta, Georgia. So, Atlanta, Georgia is actually home of Dragon Con, right? Is home of Dragon Con and also Anime Weekend Atlanta, as well as MomoCon. So we all know that Dragon Con, I think, is one of the biggest one. Although Dragon Con is not specifically an anime convention, right? Of course, you're going to see a lot of anime fans there, and a lot of anime fans always gather at these conventions for the. So Dragon Con is really more like a fantasy-based con, and of course, you're probably going to see a lot of people like cosplaying isekai characters. Also, MomoCon has about 30,000 attendees per year, so that's a pretty huge number. Wow, 30,000. Now, moving on to number 4, it is New York City. You saw this coming. So yes, New York City. New York City is home of Comic-Con, of course. You guys already know Comic-Con. But for anime fans specifically, there's Anime NYC, Anime New York City, and it has a pretty big amount of attendees. I think almost like 60,000 if I'm not mistaken. So Anime New York City is a pretty big event. Right? It's a pretty big event, guys. So don't write it off your list. Now, the great thing about being an anime fan in New York City is that there's so many anime stores, right? There's so many anime stores. And at the same time, there's already a lot of anime fans within the area, right? There's a lot of cosplayers. And I've actually gone to a cosplay party in New York City. I've actually been to a cosplay party in New York City, an anime party in New York City. And yeah, there's just a lot of events in New York City.
Anime NYC, the after party. Starting the night with some drinks, sushi, and karaage. Kirata-sama made some appear disappear, and then we had a romantic dinner with Adam, Christy, and Aaron, who mentioned he would love to do mukbangs one day. So here's 2 seconds of it. Fast forward to the after party. Aaron bought me a drink, and then I met her. I've met an unbelievable amount of amazing people this year. One of them being Adam Shi, who has inspired me to create better content. Kirata-sama, who has the most contagious laughter in the world, but also teaches me to appreciate the simpler things in life, even if I'm trash at it, like dancing as if no one's watching, or making cringy content, maybe playing some ping pong. But I think Adam has a strategy down. I definitely did not. At least we got some free swag. Then I met these guys, who taught me how to use their lightsabers properly. They also happen to be fellow content creators from Toronto. So look forward to seeing some collaborations in the future, because they're also dancers. They have cool lightsabers to play with, and they managed to somehow get me to do this. Since you guys always want me to dance, here's a clip of it while I'm completely sober. Okay, that's all we saw for today. Bye.
Now, of course, after the pandemic, it has changed a little, so you're probably not going to see as many parties in the area that much. But however, I still do recommend it. It's still a good place for anime fans. There's just so much to do. And by the way, while you are at it, make sure to check out Kinokuniya in the downtown area. All right? Coming in at number 3, it is my favorite town for anime, which is Houston, Texas. Oh my goodness. Last year in 2022, I went to Houston to Anime Matsuri, and I met, what's his name? Vic Mignogna. Yeah, Vic Mignogna, a whole bunch of other celebrities.
Yeah, you know what? There's a beautiful girl inside there. And yeah, no, it's not. It's a guy. Sorry. Oh, you look amazing. Come around here. Get around here, you guys. All right, everybody. We're going to sing Happy Birthday to Victor. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Right, so I don't understand why people don't talk about Houston that much. Houston is a huge anime hub. And when I say there's a huge anime hub, you can feel the fandom there. You can feel the how geeky people are. I've driven, I rented a car when I was at Anime Matsuri, and I saw people with anime, those anime car designs on it. Yeah, there's tons of them. In Anime Matsuri, there was a car expo. I'll show it to you guys in one of the videos. Got a Demon Slayer vehicle here. Look at this shit. This is fucking beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And but Houston is such a great place for anime. There's also, a lot of people don't know this, but there's also a lot of anime bars. And when I say anime bars, you know how sports bars, you sit down and you watch sports all day while drinking and eating? Yes, well, in Houston, you will find many anime bars, right? Many anime bars, where people just go, drink, eat, watch anime, talk about stuff, and it's such a great atmosphere. Now, personally, I have not gone because the new one that opened, it was announced by the owners of Anime Matsuri in Houston. So maybe I'll go next time. But man, I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to experience it. But I'll go next time. I'll definitely go next time. Also in Houston, Texas, I really like it. There's so many comic book shops. There are still many comic book shops. There are still many shops selling anime goods, right? There are Japanese restaurants. And there's a Kinokuniya. There's a Kinokuniya in Houston, so go check that out. And and by the way, fun fact: RDC World. This is their hometown. So Houston, Texas is the hometown of RDC World. This is where they build their YouTube channel. This is where they do most of their skits, and this is where they have their own convention, which is DreamCon. Yeah, so this is, I'm telling you, Houston is the, it's an anime hub. A lot of people don't talk about it, but it is. Right, anyways. Next town, it is Boston. Now, it's been a long time since I've been to Boston, as a guy that likes to travel. But Boston is known for being a geeky and nerdy city. Okay, many scientists and technology lovers go to Boston. Now, the biggest anime convention in Boston is called Anime Boston. Anime Boston is huge, man. It is huge. As a matter of fact, it's kind of annoying how huge it is. It's like it has 70,000 attendees. 70,000 attendees. This is big, man. And most likely, you're gonna be like shoulder to shoulder next to people, right? So not only is Boston like a technology and science hub, but it's also an anime hub. It's also a place for geeks. It's also gamers. A lot of gamers like to go to Boston. So yeah. Now, as far as like stores, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of great stores there. But I honestly don't know any. Maybe next time I'll have more information in my next Anime City video. But yeah, definitely check it out. There's also a huge Asian community there, also Japanese as well. So going to Boston, you have some access to Japanese, close Japanese culture. Maybe check out some stores, check out some places, and yeah. So Boston is an anime hub. Up next, this is actually the best city for anime fans. And it is Los Angeles, California. Now, on this channel, you guys have you probably heard me talk crap about California. You heard me talk crap about Los Angeles. But it is an anime hub. It is a great place for anime fans. It is a great place for cosplayers, gamers, yes. And the great thing about LA is that you can find so much of the Japanese culture there. Restaurants, shops, you name it, it's there. Also, the great thing about living in Los Angeles as an anime fan is that Flights to Japan are cheap. For like $500-600, you can buy a plane ticket to Japan because you're right there on the west side, right? Just right there next to the Pacific Ocean. You're basically about like I think like less than 8 hours, if I'm not mistaken. A flight from California to Tokyo, I believe it's less than 8 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Because from New York to Japan, it's about a 14-hour flight. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Okay, so in Los Angeles, California, there's also a lot of anime parties. So a lot of anime parties, keep that in mind. And also there is Anime Expo. Anime Expo is the biggest anime convention in the state of California, and also the biggest anime convention in the entire country, with over 100,000 attendees. 100,000 people go to Anime Expo every single year. It is huge. You also got to remember that California is a pretty big state, so yeah, makes sense. So there's many anime shops, also many Japanese related activities, and the fact that you're there, you're just one flight away from Japan, it just makes it so much great. If there's any reason why I ever go or live in California, that would be the reason. But aside from that, yeah, living in California it's not like an attractive option for me. So there it is, guys. There you have it. Top 5 best cities for anime fans in the United States of America. I'm thinking of making a bigger list of like best places or cities and states for anime fans. But for now, we're gonna leave it at 5 because making these videos is tiresome. Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications. Guys, it's your boy Animatrix. Godspeed, baby.